I'm just setting myself up to start out in a place called Sedona, which is very close to the Arizona border. And I've been told that wait until I cross the border to get gas, as it's a couple dollars cheaper. I'm going along, or a mirroring of the historic Route 66, which is made famous in movies and songs, etc. Okay, just had breakfast, and so now it's time to Olonze. Let's go.
Border crossing ahead. You can say play, pause, previous or next track, services, or mobile apps. If a route is active, you can say next turn.
Line in.
Line in.
Remember when we were together? We were alone, and I was singing this song to you.
Through some of the familiar Grand Canyon type landscape, this sort of brown clay mountains just sort of spring up out of the ground. Really isn't a sight to see. Gotta check when I get back on the internet. I must look up how these were geologically created. Well, I've just stopped for a short break, get some more gas. Seems to be the only thing I'm doing, putting a lot of gas in, but stop for a short break, just relax for a while. Done a couple 100 miles, and I'm just getting to the point where I'm going to be cutting into the bulk of the journey, the 2,000-mile section, just 2,009 miles. One of the things which, you know, you tend to think about when you're on these long stretches is just how vast a country this is, and what it must have been like for the early pioneers in their wagons traveling across the states. I mean, I'm in a car and I'm comfortable, and you know, I've done along at 80 miles an hour, and they'd have been trucking along at, I don't know, a few miles per hour, taking them weeks and months to travel distances. You know, you make you think about, well, why did they do it? And they were basically looking for opportunity for a better life. And we're living in a time where there's abundance of opportunity. And I remember one of my mentors told me a while back, he says, many of us will stumble across a great opportunity in our lifetime, or at least we'll stumble across one great opportunity in our lifetime. But many of us will just pick ourselves up as if nothing's happened and carry on. And when I think about the industry that I'm in and the opportunities that it affords individuals to just move out of their comfort zone and look into something different and see if they can use this vehicle to attain their goals and their dreams. There's opportunities all around us, that's for sure. We're living in a time of abundance and opportunity, but sometimes we get caught up in the trap and we get caught up in the negative thinking that it's all dismay and gloom. But one thing I can tell you, in the period that we're just coming out of the recession, global recession, there were people making vast amounts of money within that time, as there was in the depression of the 20s. So really what you've got to ask yourself is, what limits me from seeing opportunity when I'm surrounded by opportunity? And it all comes down to our thinking, the way we, you know, as someone says, the glass half full or half empty, the way we look at things. One of the speakers that I just listened to at the Entreport event actually sums up the mind of an entrepreneur quite well. He says sometimes we're paranoid, sometimes we're really elated and optimistic about the future, and another time we're really worried about what could happen based upon what we're doing. Now, and sometimes we're going through all three emotions at once. But emotions, fear, success, whatever emotions, whatever sorts that we have, these are all parts of life. I think what we have to learn to do is to really stay on top of our game and don't let negative emotions hold you back from doing positive things. When you know, I'm thinking about this journey right now, and I'm thinking, well, there are some people that will trek to the North Pole because that's something they wanted to achieve, something that they wanted to do for themselves. They wanted to prove to themselves that they could do it. Now that's not a journey that I would do, but there are people that's done it, and in the process they've lost fingers, toes, whatever, but they've wanted to do that. And those people are driven, and they're driven by something which you can't describe. You either have it or you don't have it. But I believe that there's a seed in all of us, and it's a matter of how we nurture that seed and allow it to flourish for us to see opportunity.
Get it on and on. Get it on and on. Good times. Get it on and on. These are the good times. Get it on and on. These are as we high. Get it on and on. These are the good times. Get it on and on. Happy days are here again. The time.
Well, I'm stopping off at a place called Indian City in Arizona. Don't know what to expect, but hopefully I can get something to eat there. Actually, didn't stop too long at the Indian village really. There's not much here. Got some really nice pieces of jewellery. Really look very nice actually, but and the usual memorabilias, but I don't fancy filling up my suitcase with memorabilias when I'm going to be here for quite some time yet. But I did buy a memento, my Route 66 memento. US Route 66 was christened in 1926. It started at the Grand Park in Chicago, reached across more than 2,400 miles, 3 time zones and 8 states: Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. I'm still in Arizona, so I'm going the other way. Before it dead ended at Santa Monica Boulevard and Ocean Avenue in Santa Monica. It was the country's first 2-lane road linking the shores of Lake Michigan and the Pacific Ocean. It was Bobby Troop's Get Your Kicks on Route 56, a song that became a state of mind because it went through the center of so many towns. It became the main street of America. John Sternberg called it the Mother Road. Well, Getting Your Kicks on Route 66 always stuck in my mind, and I actually didn't really know who it was that sang the song, but now I do. So let's have a look and just see how far I've got left to go. I'm still in Arizona, so the next place I'll hit is New Mexico, and I see signs to Albuquerque, so that's in New Mexico. So I guess I can't be that far away from New Mexico. So I'll hit there, then I'll hit Oklahoma. No, Texas, then Oklahoma. I'm traveling across the top bit of Texas, which is not as wide as the lower, more southern part of Texas. So let's stop yapping and go.
No Bluetooth devices available right now. I will try to connect one. Follow the route for 367 miles.
Lately, I have found you're a stranger.